Never taught to fly, sheep, for they are the souls of very men. And one sees them fighting over scraps of crab, and out of range, the crabs fighting over scraps. A seat on a bus. No, look again. A seat stippled with blood detached from the wreck of a bus, from passengers who were sitting right there. Presently to tell of a year of blood, and the furry upholstery repeatedly ripped during leisure hours. It was all right to look again, to secure a record. Have we individuals been managed? Yes. Are we saying we've been? Naturally not. Oh, what could have been the first explosion coming at me, even before I was ready to miss arms, legs, and proper head? Which was preparation, sure, for the second. To have been captured by one's own individuality. Carousel, death row, or kindred structure for the self. Uproar and redolence. One hangs about like it's fumes of cordite. For the self and one other, the heart's enemy, say. To perfection is the advancement of H.E., learning for certain. For it must be the answer to have one's dearest own blown up, to get a sight of me as I, one of those worlds, am. What did the doctor say? That I was well. So well that I might almost reproduce. Or that you might almost contemplate your loved one's death without uneasiness. Without uneasiness, then to reproduce. London harshens even its parks and gardens. Where blessing or conception began indeed, and where knells and peals are made to sound historic, or where fairground sights will bring me up against space and its every invasion. Otherwise, where the mind simmers on the body's ring. The place was gentler when it had bomb sights there. It was all blood then. Voices of peeved gulls over scraps, a hard and a limp bits. Indeed, it could all have been fatherhood, to spear a fish in a flash, or in the crowd-rack chase a lively girl, a caller, a reflector. And now there should be a dim lamp, just for that. Have we passed into and out of worlds? The sand, full against the face, building up to a storm, prompts the question yet again. But there can only be a grain here, not of truth, but of interrogation.
Ready? Or should I?
All the attitudes. Officer didn't understand most sounds, let alone music. He wanted to understand, for instance, what was coming out of the piano up there on the podium before him. Suddenly there was the intermission. The girl beside him was saying, "I appreciate this." Officer believed her. Then he said, It would have been a privilege to me to have introduced it to you from out of the blue, if you were a novice. But I'm not a novice if I wasn't a stranger to you. Already less of one than you were 2 minutes ago. Daisy paused on hearing this, then spoke of herself. I suppose you think it pretentious of a woman to tell a blank stranger she appreciates this or that, or the other, said the officer, wishing he could smile. Suppose I told you I appreciated the metropolis. I'd go on from there to ask you why you didn't call the place London. Oh? She looked hard at the officer. If I hadn't been a stranger to you, I was about to say just now, I'd conveniently remember some old mutually and thoroughly understood joke between us and repeat it. They're going to play more. 45 minutes later, the last strains having died away, officer waited for Daisy to say, you think it pretentious of me to speak of the metropolis when all the time I could content myself with London. I didn't say I thought that. And as we don't know each other well enough to swap jokes, we don't, if we are sensible, let the presence or absence of humdrum humour between us bother us. Daisy pushed everything home by humming the tune the performance had been playing. A battered-looking instrument, out of place in a concert hall perhaps, but no one, certainly not the performer, to smarten it up. Officer in the foyer introduced Daisy to his old friend Toe, to whom she said, it so happens that I've an old friend whose name rhymes with yours. Ho, he's called. He's notable for a grudge against most people. I infer from that statement, said Toe, that he's something of a hero, when he's not holding a grudge. You'll probably tell me next that there's a side to him where heroism matters, for him, that is. There is, it makes up for his misanthropy. Too many of us have grudges, said Officer, who had never been or aspired to be a brave man. I know, they mutter imprecations as they shamble past you in the street, said Toe. Take into account what they've been going without. Envying me? They insult women, said Daisy, as if suddenly challenged. Have they insulted you? Toe asked. No, but they insulted my sister, who's under treatment. Treatment, said Officer contemplatively. But your friend Ho couldn't have done any of those things, said Toe. When I speak of insults, I positively do not speak of my friends. Your intimates, said Officer. I think I've come close to grasping something. He was unsure of himself. But do tell me why I'm so unsure of you. Someone I've only just met. So when you speak of insults, you're referring to strangers, said Toe. Real ones, said Daisy. She made up her face in front of a wall mirror in the depths of the foyer and thought about the music she had tried to like, out-of-date stuff. What was its point? Your close friends, Toe told her, think you make them unsure of you, not of themselves. Daisy went on to insist that the second possibility fitted the facts. Toe told her, without petulance, that she could have it her own way. As for Officer, he wanted to strike an attitude through the use of some word, perhaps.
This is my friend Cait McGee.